Hi, it's John here from GPS Training. Welcome to the latest edition of FAQs. In this series of videos, I answer the most frequently asked questions I get asked here at GPS Training. So the question I'm going to answer this time is, do I always need to plan my walk or activity before I navigate with an outdoor GPS unit? It's a bit of a strange one, this. If you want a true navigation experience from your GPS unit, you do really have to pre-plan your walk or activity before I go. Think of it like a car sat-nav. If you've got a car sat-nav, you put in your postcode and it navigates you to that location. So it's not just a moving map. Now with a GPS unit and you're walking, for example, in the hills, we can sit down at our PC or Mac on our mobile phone or alternatively on a tablet, and we can pre-plan that activity before we go out. We can then transfer it onto our GPS device and our GPS will navigate you around that walk. So the majority of the time then, you'll just be following an arrow on the screen and the map is less important in the background because it's just overlaid the route on the map, but the majority of the time you'll just be following an arrow on the screen. Taking this on board, this is how we can navigate with quite a small screen outdoor GPS unit, because the majority of the time we're not using it as a moving map, we use it as a navigational tool. Follow an arrow on the screen and the map underneath just tells us that we've crossed such and such a river, we're coming into a village and what the name of that village is, etc. So if you pre-plan your walk, you get this great navigation experience. The other thing you get when you're navigating a route or a track, your GPS will be telling you right how far it is to the next turning if you're navigating a route and how far it is to the end of that walk, what time you're going to get to the end of that walk. Gives you a lot more information. Now if you choose not to plan that route or track before you go, you're actually just using it as a moving map. Now if you're going to use a GPS unit solely as a moving map, e.g. you don't really know where you're going to be going, the larger screen GPS units are better for this. So something like a TuNav Adventure 2 Plus or a Montana 700 in the Garmin world. And then you can look 3, 4, 5 kilometers ahead of yourself, where with a smaller screen you are restricted. But you've got to think to yourself, you've not got a big paper map, you're not able to look a long way ahead. So again, you'll be going at quite a slow pace and just moving it as a moving map. What I say to a lot of customers is, it's like going to buy a car and the guy says, you know what, I'll show you how to use your car sat-nav. I'll tell you what, put in a postcode and it will navigate to that location. And you go, no, we're not going to use it in that way. I'm going to get my wife to look at the screen on the car sat-nav and tell me when to turn left and right, because that's how she used to use the road atlas before we had the sat-nav. What the person is trying to do is bring the analog experience over into the digital world. And I think this is what a lot of people do with GPS units, is they think, actually, you know what, I'm just wanting a moving map. No, you're not wanting a moving map. Often you're just wanting a true, great navigation experience. And to get this on an outdoor GPS unit, you have to plan your activity before you go. This is one of the main reasons that I started the Walk and Talk series that I did on YouTube. If people don't know, I'll put a link to that below. The Walk and Talk series is me walking with GPS units. I actually started doing this to show people what the navigation experience is with their GPS unit, and then hopefully people can see what they're striving to achieve. Because I used to get the greatest fed up with people ringing up and saying, oh, my friend says I've been for a 6-mile walk, my friend says I've been for a 6.2-mile walk on their GPS unit. I said, well, you're planning your route and navigating with it, with your GPS unit. They go, I'm not using my GPS like that. I think it's like having a car sat-nav, not putting in a postcode if you don't pre-plan that route before. So you do get a far greater better navigation experience if you can pre-plan your activity before you go. But again, if you want to stop that navigation anytime and just use it as a moving map, a larger screen GPS unit, you'd benefit from having, if you're going to use it more as a moving map. Again, there's lots of training videos of how to use your GPS unit in the GPS Training online resource. If you buy your GPS unit from ourselves, you get free access to that for 1 year, or alternatively, you can subscribe to a small amount of money. I very much hope this latest FAQs has helped in some small way. Again, from not only myself, but all the team here at GPS Training, many thanks for your continued support, is very much appreciated.